Hello, welcome back to LK Tuition. My name's Lucas and today we're going to be looking at collecting like terms. Hope you're well and let's get cracking. So collecting like terms. So just a bit of an overview. So this might be the first kind of step into algebra in terms of maths that you might be looking at. And one way to think about letters in maths is to think of them as an object. So it really helps me to think of them as something that starts with the same letter. So for example, A, I might think of it as an apple, or B, I might think of it as a banana, something like that. And what you can do, if you're adding two terms together that are like each other, so involve the same letters, you can bring them together. So for example, here we've got A plus A. Well, that's just 2A. So think if I've got an apple and I've got another apple, I've got two apples altogether. So A plus A is 2A. And similarly, if you had something like 5B take away 2B. So if I had 5 bananas and I took away 2 bananas, I'd be left with 3 bananas. So 5B take away 2B is 3B. Okay, so it helps to think of them as objects. Okay, so let's just have a little go at some simple examples then. So simplify all of the following by collecting like terms. So pause the video, give it a go and see how you get on. Otherwise, we'll do it together. So we've got C plus C plus C plus C. We'll think about how many carrots have I got? Well, I've got 4 altogether, haven't I? So this is going to equal 4C. The next one, we've got 4D plus 6D. So I've had 4 donuts and I added 6 donuts to that. Altogether, I'd have 10 donuts. Next, 2E minus 7E. Well, I've had 2 elephants. It doesn't really make sense, but take away 7 elephants. Think of that as minus 5E. So if they're like terms, you can almost forget about the letters and just think, right, what's 2 minus 7? So 2 minus 7 is minus 5. So 2E minus 7E would be minus 5E. And then the last one, we've got 6f squared minus f squared plus 8f squared. So f squared, just think of that as another object. F squared is just a thing. So we've got 6f squareds. We take away f squared, which is just one of them. So 6 take away 1 is 5. So that there is 5f squared. And then 5f squared plus 8f squared is going to give you 13f squared. Okay. So now let's continue thinking about this, but looking at terms when there are different things in the same expression. So if terms are different, you can't collect them together. So back to the apple and banana idea. If you had A plus B, an apple and a banana, you bring them together, well, you've still got an apple and a banana, haven't you? So you can't kind of bring them together to say 2 apple bananas or whatever like that. When you're just adding or taking away, you can't mix things up. So things that are different have to stay different. But what you can do is you can bring the like terms together. So for example, in this one, we've got 2A plus 4B plus 10A minus 2B. So if we start just by looking at, well, we've got A here. Do we have any terms that match that? Well, yeah, we've got another A term here, and it's always the sign in front of it that tells you whether you add or take away. So 2A plus 10A, well, that's going to give you this 12A. And then similarly, you can check the B's. So we've got 4B there, and we've got minus 2B there, and 4 minus 2 is 2. So what you're doing is you're bringing together the things that are the same. Okay, another set of questions. Have a go, and I was going to say give us a shout if you get stuck. You can always write stuff in the comments if you're not sure of something, but we'll have a go together. Okay, so the first one then, so we want to simplify this. So again, let's get the like terms. So I've got 7G here and plus 4G there. So altogether, I'm going to have, oops, that's my laser pointer. So altogether, I've got 11G. And then if I look at the H's, I've got 6H there and 3H there. So altogether, I'm going to have 9H. And that's the first one. Okay, next one then. So we've got 3I here and we've got plus 8I here. and altogether that's going to give us 11i. Oops. So that is 11i. And then let me grab a different colour. And then here we've just got numbers, but we can still treat them separately and bring them together. So we've just got 12 minus 4, which is plus 8. So we've got 11i, should make that a bit clearer, that's 11i plus 8. That's the answer to that one. Okay, right, next one then. Let's get my highlighter again. So here we've got a j and we've got minus 3j. So we can bring those together certainly. So that's going to be j minus 3j is going to be minus 2j. Then what else have we got? Well, we've got minus 5k here and we've got minus 4k here. And minus 5 minus 4 is minus 9k. And then we've just got 6v on its own. Well, that doesn't have any like terms, so that's going to stay exactly the same as plus 6v. And that is that one. Okay, and then finally, we'll just do this last one. Let's grab a different colour if we can. Let's go back to green. So we've got 9m squared, and that matches up with minus m squared. So they're similar. So that is going to be 9m squared, take away m squared is going to be 8m squared. And then if we look at what else we've got minus 2np plus 5np. So again, there are two letters stuck together, but they match, don't they? np and np. So they match. Minus 2np plus 5np is plus 3np. Okay, and that's that. So finally, let's just do a couple of worded examples. So number one, again, have a go at these if you fancy it. It says write down a simplified expression for the perimeter of a square where each side is of length 2g. Well, a square has 4 sides, so there's 2 ways of doing this. So you could do 2g plus 2g plus 2g plus 2g. Yes, the perimeter, sorry, of a square. A square is 4 sides, they're all the same. So you add them all up and we're going to get 8g. And another way of doing that is you could have just done 4 times 2g, which is also 8g. So that'll give you the same answer. Okay. Question 2. Benny makes Christmas biscuits into the shapes of stars or bells. Very exciting. The calories in a star cookie is 3c and the calories in a bell cookie is 4c. What is the total number of calories in 2 star cookies and 1 bell cookie? Well, a star cookie is 3c and we've got 2 of them. And a bell cookie is 4c and we've got 1 of them. Then bring them all together. 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 4 is 10, so this is 10c. Okay, so hopefully that's okay. So like terms, if they've got the same letters, you can bring them together, add, take away, whatever you like. Okay, this has been LK Tuition. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon for some more maths videos.